us now. And PJ, man, I think maybe if you have a monitor there, you're seeing me describe what you guys just lived in real time, man. That last 20 seconds of game time, help me understand what it is like to be in the midst of all that. What is that chaos like?
I can't give you words to explain that, man. Scott, that's like pure pandemonium. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who's guarding who. You just like yelling at people to go different places, just trying to be solid. Don't foul. Don't give up a wide open shot. You just yelling everything. So it was crazy.
I mean, I think being in the bubble, I think we all understand there are big life issues that are life issues. This is just a game. But in the context of this game, PJ, how scary are those moments when you realize our season could be done? It looked like we had it. Now all of a sudden they've got the ball in the exact same spot. And I mean, if they make a bucket, we could be going home. What's it like to try to process that and deal with those emotions?
I promise you, I can't put it into words. It's one of those things that, after the fact, you can talk about it and say all these different things, but in that moment, you try to keep your mind as free as possible. Try to think about who you're guarding and in what situations, where you're at on the floor. Just trying to, kind of peep out what they're trying to do, but at the same time, try to stay solid to where you're not to give your man any open shots. It's just so much. I'm telling you, it's so much talking about so many different things. Everybody yelling at you. It was just pure pandemonium.
I couldn't help but think about, particularly in those late moments, that this was sort of a Nino Brown type of moment, right? You think New Jack City, it's always business, never personal. But as we know in the end of that movie, sometimes it's personal. And this had to be personal for Chris. You guys obviously know him well. He's on the other side. How much respect and credit do you give that OKC team for what they made you deliver to live to play another day?
We knew the series was going to be this. They're a tough team. They've been giving everybody fits all year. If the season would have kept going with no COVID, I think they would have probably finished even higher. They were playing really well. They played us tough every single time. They blew us out in OKC this year. And they've really been on. They beat us at home this year. So coming into the series, we knew they wouldn't give up. Even with us going up 2-0, we knew they were going to keep fighting, which they did. They won a couple close games. Chris obviously got those guys playing well. All those guys, the three-headed monster with him, Schroeder, and Shea, but then everybody else is filling spots. Dort's great on defense. Steven is holding down the middle. They're a great team, man. We got to tip your hats off to them.
Last night I talked to Jamal Murray after a Game 7 win, and I asked him about playing the Clippers, and he didn't even realize it was like a day and a half later. Like, your reward for this, after this exhausting win, you get the Lakers on Friday night. I realize you have some time to sit back and process what that will be like. But as I ask you, PJ, right now, as you stand on the floor and think about what that represents, what comes to mind when you think about a chance to play with the Lakers?
Scott, I ain't gonna lie, man. In this bubble, it's so weird. It's so fast. Like, we're gonna play right here on this court again the day after tomorrow against the Lakers, a whole new series. It's hard to even process it right now. Being here, playing every other day, basically for the entire 60 days we've been here, it's been crazy. So we're enjoying the process. It's like a tournament, man. It's like, old school AU tournament like back in the day. We all playing against each other again, and everybody just kind of, just banging out, just out here fighting, trying to win. So I'm excited. I'm excited. We accept the challenge and we're ready to go. So we'll be ready to go day after tomorrow.
And it does kind of have that AAU feel now. You get